Hey plant nerds, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something that I haven't done before, which is give an update. No, I have done that. Today I wanted to look back at one of my unboxings, my first ever international plant order, and show you all what those plants are doing 2 years later. Now, my friend and resident plant YouTuber badass, Pam, it's Pamela on Instagram and Pam's Pretty Plants on YouTube, did this video a while ago. Where are they now? Where are they now? I wanted to update you guys on the plants that I ordered from New Life Tropicals back in 2019. February of 2019 actually, so it's been almost exactly 2 years since I received those plants. So I thought it would be fun to include the unboxing clips from the original video. If you want to watch that video in its entirety, you can check the cards up above. I will link it, but I will insert the clips of me unboxing the plants and then show you those same exact plants current day. But first we have to grab ourselves a drink, and today I'm drinking some Knob Creek. Cheers. Okay, so first up is my Philodendron White Wizard. Now, to be honest, I ordered this plant solely based on the name. I saw wizard and I thought, I've never heard of a wizard philodendron, so I ordered it. And like I said, that was back in 2019, February of 2019. It was really before I was like very serious into collecting plants. Like the reason I placed that entire Thailand order from New Life Tropicals was solely to get a Monstera Thai Constellation. But as I was ordering, I thought to myself, well, if I'm ordering one plant and shipping's gonna be the same if I put a couple more in there. So I looked on their website, and as soon as I saw Philodendron White Wizard, I was like, yep, I have to have it. I'm gonna name it Dumbledore, and it's gonna be my favorite plant. And those things are still true. So without further ado, here is the unboxing of the Philodendron White Wizard. I don't want to rip a leaf. This first plant I ordered is a Philodendron White Wizard. It's very, very similar to the White Knight. However, this plant does not have any pink in the new leaves. Sometimes when the White Knight puts out a new leaf, it's kind of a pink tint. The White Wizard is apparently not supposed to have any of that, and it does have some of these beautiful, just pure white spots in the leaves, and these stems are striped like most variegated plants. So cool. It is a little flimsy, so I'm hopefully gonna get this guy situated soon. Now, a common theme to all of these plants is rehab, rehab, rehab. I had to rehab every single one of these plants that I unboxed, and the White Wizard was no exception. The roots on that plant did not stay. They were rotted and deteriorating. It did bounce back. I had it in sphagnum moss for a very long time, and it's grown into this beautiful plant, and then it got thrip. So it's still beautiful. It's thrip free, but, well, let me just show you. All right, here we are. Here is Dumbledore, my Philodendron White Wizard, and it just popped off this newest leaf right here with this beautiful white variegation on the edges. But since it did get thrip, we now have this giant bare stem, which honestly, right here you can see is where I originally propagated this plant. I cut the top cutting off to auction off during the summer, and as soon as I cut that, it sprouted this entire vine, which is the only leaf growth on the plant right now. All of these leaves down here deteriorated pretty quickly. I do plan to air layer it up here so I can grow roots, cut this off, plant this, and then hopefully take this stick and do some propagations on it as well. So that's my future plans, but as of right now, this is what the white wizard looks like. And honestly, it's still a breath taker. I still absolutely adore this plant. Look at that white. Ah, it's just so pretty. Okay, that's the white wizard current day. So next up is the ZZ Raven, and this was very, very difficult to find back in early 2019. This was a rare plant, commercially rare plant, and it was hard to get your hands on them. Since then, obviously, we all know that Costa Farms have released their ZZ Ravens throughout big box stores all over the United States. So nowadays, not so hard to find, but back then it was. So here's a look at me unboxing the ZZ Raven. Whew. This little baby right here is a ZZ Raven. And I've been eyeballing one of these for a while. There's been a few people that I've seen on Instagram, on YouTube. They had received one. I decided to pay the money to get one. I'm hoping that once this is well established, I can propagate it and then also trade it with other people. And here is the ZZ Raven now, present day. I will be fully transparent here. I think maybe one of these stems is from the plant that I unboxed, but as you saw in the video, the roots were very mushy as well as the bulbs. So I had to do a couple stem propagations of those ZZ Raven plants where I cut it off the bulb, stuck it in some water, and let it grow its own new bulb. One of them is in here with this ZZ Raven. One of them I've shared with Becca from Becca de la Plants, and one of them I shared with my friend Jessica, who is local. And to my knowledge, both of those propagations that I shared with friends have grown. Jessica's I know for sure has grown. Hers just put off a tiny little offshoot. It's adorable. And I think Becca's has grown as well, and she mixed it in with the big pot of Raven. But this isn't all from that order, but one of these stems is, and they've all kind of put off new growth. This is one of those plants that's just really fun to watch grow because the new growth will come out neon green and then it just fades to this beautiful dark green, almost black foliage. It's a stunner. It's a goth plant for sure, but here we go, present day ZZ Raven. So next up on the Where Are They Now from this New Life Tropicals video is my Monstera Thai Constellation. The babe, the piece de la resistance. This plant was, as I said in the beginning, the only reason I placed this order. I was really wanting to find a Thai Constellation back in 2019. They were really, really hard to come by. And I saw that they had them on New Life Tropicals just by Googling Monstera Thai Constellation and then shopping, and then I saw one that was super cheap, so I was like, yes. Went to the website, still showed cheap, and that's when I realized it was an overseas order, and I still went through with it. Am I happy that I did? Yes. Was it a lot of work? Yes. So the Thai Constellation was beautiful, and here is the unboxing of my Thai Constellation. Oh boy. Ah, wow. I am pleasantly surprised with how nice these plants look. If you can't tell by now, this plant is the Monstera Thai Constellation, and I did order what on their website was referred to as the medium size. It does have 3 leaves, and all 3 of these leaves look super healthy, albeit they're a little crooked. You can see how beautiful that variegation pattern is on this one leaf. You have chunks of that cream, that yellow off-white color, and then there's the spotting. But man, this is a beautiful plant. I've wanted one for a while. I get super jealous when I see everyone else's. I probably paid too much money for it, but it's here, it's mine. I'm excited. And here is that Thai constellation now. I don't think I can fit it all in the screen, but this is that Thai constellation 2 years later. Now, the trouble that I had with the Thai constellation, I did have to rehab it. The roots were not wonderful, but they did have some roots. It did grow roots rather quickly, as Monsteras usually do. Thai constellations, regular Monsteras, they're just very hardy plants. But it also had bacterial leaf spot, or some sort of leaf spot. There was leaves that grew dark circles with a yellow ring around them. I tried treating it with copper fungicide, and that didn't take care of it. So eventually I ended up cutting those leaves off because I didn't want it to spread. Here we are now. I still have a nice full plant of the Monstera Thai constellation. And it's always gonna keep a special place in my heart because this leaf right here is the leaf that was used to draw my logo, the Plant Nerd logo. It is this Monstera leaf outlined with my glasses. So this plant is special to me for many reasons, but that is definitely one of them. Now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this beast when it continues to grow. I don't know if you can see the stem there and how compact it is. It's reaching probably the end of this pot, but for now, I'm gonna leave it in here. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna need to clear off a pretty big space in the house if this thing keeps growing as well as it has right now. All right, well, there you have it. That is the update, the where are they now on my New Life Tropicals order from 2019. I am so happy that all of these plants in some form or another are still alive and still part of my collection. I can't say that for every single one of my unboxings, but for this one, they all are still here, and I'm really excited about this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I want to do more of these just to show progress. The other day, I was looking at my Hoya Sunrise, and I was looking at when I unboxed the plant to where it is now. And honestly, it's probably just been a year for that plant, and it got so big. And I don't take time to appreciate that as much until I do things like this, where I look back at when I unboxed it or when I took my first picture of it and compared to how it is now. And I think it's just really fun. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you haven't done that yet, I would really appreciate it. And as always, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Thanks for watching.